सामने देखो जी एक्शन सर
Welcome friends to the lecture series on curriculum implementation and evaluation. In the previous session, we have discussed what is curriculum evaluation. Now, in this session, we will be discussing what is the model, which is the model for curriculum evaluation. As we know that curriculum evaluation is the process of delineating, obtaining and providing information to assess the work of the various aspects of curriculum against some criteria for judging decisions alternatives pertaining to curriculum evaluation. So, when we are to evaluate the curriculum, so there must be some model by which we can evaluate the curriculum. In this session, we will be discussing CIP model of curriculum evaluation. So, what is CIP? This model was given by Stuffel-Weem, and this is the most used model for curriculum evaluation. So, what is the meaning of CIP? CIP means stands for context evaluation. I stands for input evaluation, and P stands for process evaluation, and second P stands for product evaluation. So, this is the model given by Stuffel-Weem. So, we will be discussing in this session what is the various aspects of context evaluation, what are the various parameters in input evaluation, then process evaluation and product evaluation. When there is any problem in curriculum, then you can evaluate any one of these four aspects, or you can evaluate all the four aspects of this curriculum. So, first we will be discussing what is context evaluation. Context evaluation has been included out of recognition that planning decisions that precede implementation of an instructional program have implications for its success or failure. Whenever we design any curriculum, then there are certain decisions which we take before designing the curriculum. So, it is very important that what are those decisions which have been taken at the stage of planning. Means we have already discussed with you that there are four stages of curriculum development. That is, first is need analysis stage, second is your curriculum design stage, third is your curriculum implementation stage, and fourth is your curriculum evaluation stage. So, whatever decisions we have taken at the time of need analysis, that must also be looked into. So, if a program is directed at goals that are inappropriate for the learners, whenever we design any curriculum, we find out what are the various course objectives, what type of competencies we want to develop in the learners. So, if that is not matching with the industry demand, then there will be difficulty in implementing the program, in making the program successful. So, now what we do in this context evaluation, we attempt to validate consistency of curriculum aims with present needs of industry, society and individual. As we know that in the need analysis stage, we find the what are the various demands, what are the various requirements of industry, society and individual, means the students. Whether the course objectives, curriculum objectives are consistent with the industry, because industry may say that students must be able to communicate properly. So whether there is this course objective is there that matches with the industry's demand. So we are to see that whether curriculum aims curriculum curriculum aims with the present needs of the industry, then there may be certain requirements of the industry, like students must have good ethics, they must value the system, and they must be having some sympathy towards the society. He or she must work for the welfare of the society, and there must be some requirements from the students' sides that must be uh, consistent with the curriculum aims. Then second, we come to appropriateness of aims for future technological development needs. When we start designing the curriculum, then we see whether whatever we are giving in the curriculum, it is appropriate for the future technology development, because in the need analysis we see what are the immediate requirement of the industry and what are the future requirements of the industry. Because a student, if if a student is undergoing a degree program, then after 4 years he will be going out of the system, then whether he will be meeting the immediate needs of the industry and whether he will be also able to meet the requirements of the industry which are cropped up later on. Similarly, if a diploma holder is passing out of the polytechnic, then after 3 years what are the requirements of the industry, and then subsequent whether he will be able to meet the requirements of the industry maybe after 4 5 years. So that we also check up in this context evaluation. Then whether further education and mobility of the students undergoing the program is also met, means after doing degree some students may be going for higher studies, whether we have given some subjects in this curriculum which meets the requirements of the students who wants to go for higher study. Like if a degree holder is there, then he may go for MTech, MBA, and if a diploma holder is there, then he may go for graduation. So we have to see whether these requirements are met during this context evaluation. Then mobility of the students, whether students will be able to work from in the different functional areas, that also we evaluate during the context evaluation. So in this context evaluation we see whether the curriculum aims are consistent with the present needs of the industry, society and students. Then we see appropriateness of aims of the curriculum for future technological development needs, and then whether the students are able to meet their further education aspirations. So in this we do all these evaluation. Then we come to I, means in CIP, CIPP. We have discussed what is C, context evaluation. Then we come to I, means input evaluation. Here we are to evaluate the inputs which are given in the process, in the system, because when we discuss system, then there is some input and then process and there will be output. So in the input we discuss what are the base established to guide development of instructional program. It needs to look at the means proposed to meet these goals. How we are going to meet the requirements of the goals which have been given in the curriculum. So In input evaluation, we try to validate adequacy of entry behavior of students. When we talk about graduation, then students are 10 plus 2, and if when we talk to diploma holder, then students are 10 plus. Whether their knowledge is sufficient for uh, when they will be admitted to the degree or diploma program, because in 10 plus 2 they must be having some physics, chemistry, math. So, whether they will be able to understand the things which will be given in the 4 year of degree program or in the 3 year of diploma program. So, we see that sometimes if the students are weak in their understanding the things, then we may offer some bridge courses. Then second is curriculum objectives. Whatever we have decided during curriculum design that this will be the curriculum objectives or course objectives, means that this competency will be developed in the students by doing this. So, we are to see whether whatever competencies, whatever course objectives we have given in the curriculum, those are consistent with the industry's requirement. Then we give some detailed contents. Then each subject have some detailed contents in terms of knowledge, skill and attitude. Whether these are appropriate to the requirements of the industry. Then we come to the methods and media for instruction. Whether there are sufficient resources, means in terms of media, like if there is a whether the in the institute there are proper audiovisual aids are there, or teachers are using proper teaching learning methods, that also we see during this method and media for instruction evaluation of this. And then we see what are the competencies of teaching staff, whether teaching staff has proper competencies to teach the subject. Sometimes teacher may be highly qualified, but they are not able to deliver the things in the classroom. So, we have to see whether the teaching staff is competent to teach a particular subject. Then we see that what is the appropriateness of teaching learning resources. In this evaluation, we see whether the available resources are appropriate to the requirements of the subject or the curriculum. So, there may be some instruction material, like there may be some lab manuals, there may be some other instruction material, whether it is appropriate as per the requirements of the curriculum. Then we see appropriateness of physical resources, whether sufficient physical resources are available in the institute, means whether they have proper room requirements, proper land requirements, proper equipment, proper labs. All these we evaluate during this input evaluation, so that we can implement the program in right spirit. Then we come to P, third, process evaluation. Process evaluation occurs as an instructional program is being implemented. When the curriculum is being implemented, then we see how instructional program is going on. The idea is to monitor instructions so as to assure that the program is being delivered as desired. Whether the program in which spirit it has been designed, it is also being implemented in the same spirit. It is very critical activity in a program involving many teachers and instructors, because a number of teachers and instructors will be teaching. So, we are to see what is the effect of all these things on the process. So, in the evaluation process evaluation requires feedback at frequent intervals from those who are implementing the curriculum. Then process evaluation has functions that go beyond providing feedback to teachers and instructors, whether there is some proper mechanism by which we are giving about the teachers and instructors effectiveness. Then third is, it also provides insights regarding adequacy of the teaching faculty who are delivering the program, whether adequate number of teaching staff is available for implementing the program. Then information from process evaluation can suggest needed modification in the training of teachers. There must be some training and retraining of teachers in every semester so that teachers are properly competent to teach any subject. Process evaluation aims at collecting feedback to judge effectiveness of teaching learning methods, whether the whatever method teachers are using, that which is those are effective in the learning of the students. It is not regarding only teaching, there must be some learning in the students. Then utilization of physical facilities. As any institute has a lot of physical facilities, then what is their utilization during the implementation of the program? You may see that there are many workshops or labs which are used only for 20 to 30%. What about the rest? So that is also evaluated. Then utilization of teaching learning resources, like you may be having some manuals, lab manuals, you may be have some journals, or you may have some proper textbooks, reference books, whether they are being utilized properly by the students and by the teachers. Then we come to effectiveness of system of evaluation of students' performance, because there is a evaluation of students' performance during the implementation of the program and at the end of the program also. There may be some internal evaluation, there may be some external evaluation, whether those are consistent with the aims of the curriculum. Then efficiency of overall management of curriculum implementation process, whether there is proper mechanism for monitoring the curriculum implementation by the teacher, by the head of department, by the principal or director, because director or principal is overall coordinator for implementing the program in its proper spirit, because he sees at the institute level whether the curricula is being implemented in the right spirit. Then your head of department monitors the curriculum implementation at the department level, and teacher monitor the implementation of curriculum at the classroom level. Then we see in this process evaluation whether there is proper integration of theory with practice, whether we have seen that in some curricula theory is in different semester and practicals are in the different semesters. So we have to see that theory and practicals are offered in the same semester and they are proper integrated. So this is about this process evaluation. Then we come to product evaluation, that is CIPP. This is fourth evaluation called product evaluation. product evaluation means whatever we are producing from the college, engineering college or from polytechnic. What is product? Product is not that if we are admitting 300 students and 3 students are going out from the institute, then these all 300 will not be your product. Product is those students who are actually got employment. So we are to evaluate those those students who get wage or self employment as per the curriculum uh, aims. So here in this product evaluation, we see that component of evaluation process that answers the questions regarding achievement of objectives of curriculum. Here we evaluate that whatever course objectives we have identified during the design stage, that those have been properly achieved. So this phase of evaluation occurs at the conclusion of the planned instructional program. When curriculum have been implemented means in degree program it will be evaluated after 4 years, and in diploma program it will be evaluated after 3 years. So data from product evaluation may be used as a basis for modifying the design curriculum. After this product evaluation, we will be deciding whether the existing curriculum must be changed or will not be changed or will be changed after some time. So in the product evaluation, we attempt to validate consistency of learning outcomes with the stated objectives, because in the curriculum we identify the various course objectives which we are to develop through the implementation of the curriculum. So whether those competencies which we have conceived during the design stage have been achieved by the students or not, so that they are properly employed. Then second is your employability of technical manpower. Whether the after passing out from the degree program or diploma program, the students have got proper employment that we see. Whether they have been given the jobs as per their education, or they are underemployed, or they are not at all employed. So if they are not employed, then what are the problems in the curriculum? Why they did not get the employment? Because nowadays this is the problem, that majority of our students are not getting employment. So we have to find the reasons why they are not getting employment. Then what is the social status of technical manpower? Whether they are properly recognized in the society or not, or they are properly recognized in the industry, because from this we will be knowing that whether our curriculum have been implemented in the right spirit or not, or whether we have got the course objectives identified during the curriculum design stage are consistent with the requirements of the industry. Then compatibility of wage and salary structure. There may be some students who are not properly employed. They may be underemployed. Then we have to find out why they are underemployed. Then we see job adaptability and mobility. Whether students are able to adapt as per the requirements of the industry, because sometimes students may be working in the production side. Some students then they may be shifted to some design styles, section, or they may be sent to some R&D work. So, we are to see whether as per the competencies developed in the students, whether they are able to adapt as per the jobs or not, and they are also able to go to from one section, from one functional area to the other functional area. So, this we evaluate during the product evaluation. So, friends, in this CIP model we have discussed what is context evaluation, what is uh, input evaluation, what is process evaluation, and what is the product evaluation. So, from this evaluation we will come to know what are the shortcomings in the curriculum at the need analysis stage, at the curriculum implementation stage, at the curriculum design stage. So, we are to see whether we are to go for change in the curriculum or not. So, in the next session we will be discussing what are the other models of curriculum evaluation. So, thank you friend, thank you.